Me. What is going on to whoever may be watching this, and welcome back to another Casual Hoops video. Today we're going to be talking about two things, but first, shout out to everyone who has been watching this. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Shout out everyone who has been just checking out all the videos. I am finally monetized, which is awesome. So this is motivation for me to keep doing videos every single day, shorts, everything you want, you're going to get. I'm going to be posting some things on the YouTube post section asking about what kind of videos do you people want to see, and you can let me know. But here we go. I'm holding the mic today. I kind of like this vibe. I hope it doesn't sound weird. I'm going to find out later. But we're going to be talking about two things. One, my team, the New York Knicks, are putting in a trade for Donovan Mitchell. They put it in. We don't know what's going to happen. But, you know, being fans, we kind of know that nothing's going to happen. I've been saying it for months. Donovan Mitchell is going to be going nowhere, along with KD, who today has finally just said, nah, I was just kidding. I never wanted to leave anyway. I'm good where I'm at. Basically, what I've been saying for months, Kevin Durant is going absolutely nowhere. So I'm going to get into those two topics. But first, make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the video. It helps me out. It helps me keep going. It gives me motivation to keep going forward. So thank you. We're almost at 11,000 subscribers. I'm sure we're going to be hitting that within the next few days. I'm hoping by the end of the year, maybe we can around 20K. 20K, okay? You know? So thank you. Hit the sub, hit the like, and here we go. Let's start it out with Kevin Durant. We got two parts. I already mentioned one, right? Kevin Durant is staying a Brooklyn Net. He made it clear today that he doesn't want to go anywhere. Let me fix this shit, bro. This shit's pissing me off. I've been saying for months Kevin Durant isn't going anywhere. I believed it was a scheme telling the Brooklyn Nets that if you aren't going to re-sign Kyrie to the extension, I do understand Kyrie has not gotten an extension, but I believe he was putting pressure on the Nets saying, if you're not going to re-sign Kyrie, trade me now. So who knows what's going behind the scenes, but Kevin Durant is officially staying with the Brooklyn Nets. I've been saying it for months. As soon as I heard that trade come out, I was like, there's not a chance that he's leaving. It doesn't make any sense because it came right after Kyrie Irving said he was staying in the Brooklyn Nets uniform. He wants to be there. So because of this, the saga continues. Kevin Durant and Pat Bev. So when Pat Bev reads this or he hears about this, he goes straight to Twitter. You know, Pat Bev's got the Twitter fingers. He's basically saying, do you know all the people that are waiting, that need a job to feed their family because Kevin Durant is holding out? Because there can be potential signings, there could be potential trades, but because of who Kevin Durant is, because of how big of a superstar he is, the league is pretty much on hold. So the league has been on hold for a month or two waiting to hear news about Kevin Durant. So this pissed off Pat Bev because, you know, he's got a chip on his shoulder. He comes from not a whole lot. When he was in China, he used to travel 10 hours a day to play basketball. So you know who Pat Bev is. You know that mentality he has. In his post, he basically added Kevin Durant. He didn't put at Kevin Durant or at Slim Reaper or at Moneybag Killer or whatever that shit is. He literally name dropped Kevin Durant. He said, we're waiting for Kevin Durant and people aren't getting jobs because of this. So then Kevin Durant, being who he is, what does he do? He quote tweets Pat Bev, and in typical Kevin Durant form, he goes, hashtag blame KD. Blame KD, because that's who Kevin Durant is. He feels like everyone's always out for him. The media wants him. The players want him. Everyone hates me. And he kind of reps that personality, that no one likes me. I'm the one that everyone hates. Blame KD. And the best part about this whole entire thing is when Pat Bev saw the quote tweet, he requoted Kevin Durant. And he basically said, I wasn't even talking about you. Meanwhile, he literally said Kevin Durant's name in his first tweet. Pat Bev is an absolute psychopath. At the end of the tweet, he even wrote, noted. He's just giving himself like this motivation that comes from nothing. Basically, he's taking it as KD's going at him now. Meanwhile, he went at KD in the first place. And now in his mind, he's saying, well, I didn't say anything about Kevin Durant. So now I'm going to keep that noted. So next time I verse him in a Utah Jazz uniform when our team is absolutely dog shit, I'm going to go after KD. And to be honest, I love Pat Bev because of his psychotic mentality. But let's be real. Is he going to stop Kevin Durant? Kevin Durant, I bet you took that to note too and plans on going for 75 in that game and embarrassing Pat Bev like he usually does. Granted, Pat Bev will get, like a steal or two here like he usually does, and he'll scream at the crowd, I'm him, all that shit. But Pat Bev, you're getting into an argument with the wrong guy. So the Pat Bev, Kevin Durant saga has been going on forever. When Pat Bev was on the Clippers and Kevin Durant was on the Warriors, there was always something. Pat Bev's just got the chip on his shoulder. He thinks he's the man. Sometimes he actually is the man. But after I saw him win a play-in game and he cried, I was like, oh boy. If he wins a championship, the world might burn down. It's absolutely unreal. Good thing he never will, especially now that he's in Utah. Traded again. But that's pretty much wraps up the Kevin Durant saga. Basically, I called it. Pat Bev, you're in trouble. Next, Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell is a part of the New York Knicks. Donovan Mitchell is on the Utah Jazz, and he's been in trade talks for months. The only two NBA headlines that we've been getting for months is Kevin Durant not getting traded and Donovan Mitchell not getting traded. Nothing else has been happening. This has been the driest free agency in a very long time, which kind of goes back to Pat Bev's point saying everyone's waiting for this. Everyone's waiting for Kevin Durant. And then, in a way, everyone's waiting for Donovan Mitchell. What's going on? So, on and on. On and off for months. For months, there's been trade talks between the New York Knicks and the Utah Jazz, and nothing has happened. The first thing the Utah Jazz wanted was like 6 picks and 5 players. Thank God the Knicks didn't accept that because I'd roll over and die. Literally die. And there's been another trade or two here and there. This, and that. But the other day, the Knicks locked in a trade. They put something in. And I, as a fan, I like it. I'm okay with this. I've been saying for months, I don't really want Donovan Mitchell. I don't want to trade everything we got going. But this one wasn't too bad. In this trade, it was Evan Fournier and Obi Toppin, some cash considerations, and 5 first-round picks for Donovan Mitchell. Now, you might say 5 first-round picks is a lot, but, when you have 8 picks and you're not trading the young guys that have proven themselves, Toppin hasn't really proved himself. He had a good, 2-week stretch at the end of the season, but if you're keeping Quickly, Grimes, RJ, you're keeping all these guys, you got your new point guard and Jalen Brunson, why not get a nice 2 that's bona fide in this league? If it makes sense, it makes sense. I don't think 5 picks is a lot. Rudy Gobert was 6. Maybe 5. I don't really recall. But this trade, in my opinion, makes sense. Do I think the Jazz accept? Not a chance in hell. Why? Because Danny Ainge is the GM, and Danny Ainge only fleaces. And the Knicks would be fleecing in this trade. Obi Toppin, he's in my opinion, he is a trade asset that the New York Knicks have. I don't think they really need him. I think you might as well get him out young because I don't know how high his ceiling is. Extreme athlete. I don't know about that jump shot. I don't know about his defense. And fucking Evan Fournier and his bald ass, yeah, you could literally get stomped to the curb. I don't really care if you're here or not. I'd rather have Quickly and Grimes playing. Grimes has an amazing upside as a 3-and-D player and maybe even a shot creator. And Quickly has been playing for 2 years now. This is his 3rd year. This is going to be his jump. I'd rather see him get more playing time. And I think he can be more of an asset than Evan Fournier. Evan Fournier he's a nice little pickup for now. The Knicks needed shooting. All right, cool. Last season he wasn't anything crazy. I think he was around 16 points a game. We don't need him. We do not need him. Imagine this starting lineup. Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson. Then on your bench, you got D. Rose, Quentin Grimes, Emmanuel Quickly, a little 3-headed snake going on right there. Then you got Isaiah Hartenstein, and they got some power forward. I have no idea. But that's your squad. That's your squad that you're going to run with. That is definitely a playoff team. With Donovan Mitchell, that is a definite playoff team. And even without Donovan Mitchell, I think that team has 8 to 10 seed ability. I really do. I think the Knicks are in the right direction. They're not getting fleeced. They are trying to fleece. Let's go. Finally. It's about damn time. As a Knicks fan today, I stand very happy. As an NBA fan, I called it. Kevin Durant ain't leaving. I'm glad we got some drama in the mix with Pat Bev and Kevin Durant. I got something to laugh about. I got something to talk about. But that's pretty much it. There's not a whole lot going on in the league. We're getting closer and closer to the start of the season. I'm really excited as an NBA fan. I am really excited as a Knicks fan. But as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. I've been doing this for like a year now, and it's finally starting to pay off. It's definitely nothing crazy, but it's doing the trick right now. Just, it's the progression, seeing the progression is awesome. So I thank you. TikTok links in the bio. The merch links in the bio. I always read all the comments, so please leave a comment. I pretty much respond to every single one of them, and that's pretty much it. So as always, stay casual.